Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And our friend Tappy is back, our first returning guest, I think.
Hello, hello.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I. Bryden is at one and only Bryden. The one is the number one. Tappy, I know you're on private right now. Do you want me to tell them your Twitter at? What is
Yeah,
your?
sure. I can just screen out all the e-girls that are going to be thirsting in my follow request. It'll be fun.
That is true.
Like-
he does have a picture of a woman as his profile, so I know that bitches are going to be knocking down the door for that.
Yeah.
It's punished tap, but the U is a V and the A is a 4. So
That's
have
so
fun
cool.
figuring that out.
That's so fucking cool, Tappy. You're
Nobody's
so
ever done
cool.
that before. Yeah.
You're so fucking cool.
You can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/here to help podcast for $1 for 3 exclusive bonus episodes a month, usually 4. That's an amazing deal. It's only $1. I don't think anyone else is giving you such a good deal for their Patreon.
That seems
Matt-
kind of steep to me. But
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. I think War Mode. There's other.
I've never heard of them, so it doesn't matter.
They put us to shame.
What were you saying, Taffy?
oh, I was going to say that seems kind of steep to me. But
They don't let
$1?
you go lower.
I guess it's a seller's market right now. But continue.
It's a quarter per bonus episode. A quarter.
That's like I don't know, $1. That's like half of a Quest bar or something. I know. Continue.
Quest
Don't let me-
bar?
What?
What are you, 80?
You gotta eat Atkins bars.
They have
That's where
21
it's
grams of protein for 190 calories. Find me a better rate and I'll switch.
I don't. You know what? I mean, have you ever had like Reese's?
That's
I
not quite the same thing.
Response to that.
I mean, yeah.
Are you gonna replace your lunch with Reese's? Because that's what these bars are for.
Well, not today, but sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I drink chocolate milk in the morning, not a protein shake.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
no.
know what? It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. There's added protein and vitamins and minerals in a protein shake.
Nah, this is all you need from the chocolate in the milk.
Okay, if
God.
you say so.
No, they said got milk. They never said got protein bars. They never said that.
Well, they were behind the times.
Also, protein is a myth, by the way.
What?
No, it's not a myth. Look,
No,
I can tell
explain. How
you,
is it a myth?
Because they just made it up.
Who's that?
it doesn't exist.
The government.
Oh, I guess I can't ask that. You'll get banned off YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, it was the government that made up protein. I
The
drank.
Rand Corporation
listen.
made up protein.
We hear all the time about protein. What about the amateur teen? Let's get amateur teens the highlight of this episode. I'm telling you right now, forget protein. Everybody Google amateur teen.
No, stop. Do not do that. You know, he's only going against protein because he's a stupid vegetarian.
Is
We
that
have-
true? Wait, is that true?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
a
actually?
vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian
no.
for
Why is
over
that?
a decade.
Alter it. That's bullshit.
Well, it started. I was vegan for like 8 years. I think I'm like on year 12. Year 12 of being vegetarian. It started because I was a chef. I like ran my own little shitty cafe. I mean, I didn't own it, but I ran the kitchen. And the owners were vegetarian, and I was sick of melting cheese on meat. And I was like, that's not creative. So I became a vegan. And then I did more research, and I got a soft spot for animals. I mean, I know you can't save them all, and I'll still slap a fucking wasp out of the air or whatever, but I also don't think it's a good lifestyle. Like everything that I believe or do, I don't think it's a good lifestyle for everybody.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a funny story? When I was like 17, I was a vegetarian for probably 9 or 10 months.
Nailed it.
Because I listened to an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience with Sam Harris, and Sam Harris was talking about like factory farming, and he's talking about like, oh, there's these big like stagnant pools of blood, and it gives all the people that are like live in the surrounding area areas that are all poor, or else they wouldn't live next to a standing fountain of blood. It gives them all like these diseases, and
I
it's
don't know how
terrible for the
true that
animals.
is.
And then that like really freaked me out. And then after like 9 months, I realized like, wait a second, you could just like buy non like terribly farmed meat. You don't have
Yeah.
to like stop eating meat. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
No, that is like the most like libtard story I have though. Like that is so cringe in hindsight. Like, oh, Sam Harris changed my life.
Sam Harris sucks, and I think it's a good thing
Yeah,
that
no.
it's a good thing that you go out here. But the thing is, all these years later, you don't fucking do that anymore, do you? No, you don't. You don't do that. I don't know. It's just my one thing, I guess, that's I've stuck with is that.
Oh, do you mean listen to Sam Harris or
no.
buy high quality meat?
Buy high quality meats?
Oh, I mean, I
consistently.
try to when I can, but if somebody like is cooking for me, I'll eat whatever they give me.
Right, like McDonald's or Burger King, or I mean Taco
Most
Bell.
most of the red meat I eat was hunted by my husband.
Well, that's good.
Wow, you're so
I mean,
traditional. That's
I
great.
do eat chicken.
Yeah, that's the most abused animal on the planet. But
Yeah, their
Yeah,
legs
but it's
fucking break
chickens.
because they're so fat. that
and
they
they're
just
filled with
crumble up their
hormones.
own-
They cut their beaks off so that they don't peck each other to death because they're so tightly cramped. I don't know, man. I mean, like, listen, I think it's good.
I mean,
that
it's
people
horrible.
I think it's good that people eat meat. I hate this "let's eat bugs" bullshit, and I never bug people about their meat eating. But people always want to tell me that. Like, I had this bit in my act years ago that was, how can you tell a vegetarian at the dinner table?
Don't
Because
worry, they'll
they've
tell you.
already heard this fucking joke before.
Yeah, don't worry, they'll tell you.
That joke, that everybody
yeah.
thinks is really funny, or like, is pussy vegan, or any of that. Like, you're not funny when you make
Is
those
it?
jokes.
Is it though?
I mean, you don't actually eat. Are you actually eating the vagina? Are you eating
not.
it? That's horrible.
I hadn't thought about this too much. I'd have to.
Yeah, don't.
I don't know if I'm
think
equipped. I'm not
I
equipped
think-
for this debate right now. I'd have to come back to you.
I think they might dislike it if you Dahmer their vagina. I don't
I
think
think
they're
that might
into it.
be a problem. Yeah.
You're like, why am I single all the time? It's like, because you keep killing them. That's why, is that they bleed out.
The vegetarian, like, when they talk about health benefits, it's so funny to me because, first off, most vegans or vegetarians look like zombies, right? Like, they've got dark circles in their eyes. And they're like, oh, you can just supplement what you're not getting. And it's like, oh, yeah, wow, it's healthy if you just, like, supplement the healthiness, right? Like, oh,
Right.
perfect.
Well,
But
yeah.
my dad, he's kind of like a neocon, but he usually, like, gets it, like, a little bit. And he's talking about, like, oh, wow, it's really weird that, like, the state fair, everything has bugs in it now. And he's like, he kind of gets it. But then he recently went like vegetarian because he read a scientific study that said that when there was meat shortages during World War II, the cancer rate went down. So meat must cause cancer. And now he's eating these like Beyond Meat, like pressed fake chicken nuggets. And I'm like, yeah, your kale chicken nuggies that are spray painted brown, I'm sure those aren't going to cause cancer because you read some study about World War II.
Yeah,
It's like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I never tout the health benefits. Although, I mean, apparently there are, but I mean, you've got to put that with like exercise and just general, all those statistics come from people that like live these active, healthy lifestyles, not people like me who are just, I don't eat meat because I think it's gross, and I'm an alcoholic who smokes cigarettes. Like, I never tout this whole like it's healthy for you shit. It's just what's morally right for me, and it may not be what's morally right for you, and that's totally fine. I don't look at you and go, "You're committing a Holocaust." Like, that's insane, but people do that, or stand in front of like trucks and all of that. That's stupid to me. But it's just a personal choice that I make. Like, some people make a choice to be religious or gay, I'm
Or black.
or they do make a choice to be black, and nice. It's a thing for me, and like I'm so many years in that it's like, I don't. This is just the way I live my life. I'm okay with it.
Factory farming is horrific, and I don't like it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll say that. Like, yeah, it's bad. I would like for it to not happen.
That's like,
That
that's
was
like saying
stunning
like,
and brave. Thank you, Evan.
yeah, I know that. It's like you're like, man, I wish racism didn't happen. That's
Yeah.
a shame, and then doing nothing and just being like,
Yeah. Well, it's me not eating it. Like, if you're not going out and protesting and doing crazy stuff, like you not eating it is one person.
I think silence is violence. I think you need to do more than just not engage. You need to actively work to disassemble the structure and
Look,
institution of
You need to
factory.
eat roaches right now.
I could see myself if I'll just go grab one from downstairs. No, I'm just kidding. There's no.
No, you know what
roaches.
you need to do if you actually cared, you would take like a big like bucket of blood and pour it on like Machine Gun Kelly's fur coat. Like just walk up behind him.
Yeah.
Just, like, yeah. If you actually,
I feel
care.
like
But you
if
don't.
I hadn't become like a wife and mom as early as I did, I
You
might
would
have
still be-
become
you would still-
someone like that.
You would still just be a basketball playing male who made the
I
varsity
tried to play
squad.
basketball once,
Abraham?
okay? And I was so clumsy. Every time I tried to make a shot, it would bounce off the rim and hit me in the face. I broke my glasses.
That rules. I wish I could.
That was
seen
what
that.
happened. I
oh
was
my
like,
god!
they
If
were
I
like,
had a
we're going to
time
go
machine.
practice to see who can get on the team. And that's what happened the whole time.
If
Everybody
I-
was laughing at me.
Dude, if I had a fucking time machine, I swear to God, that would be you can go to one place and see one event. Would you like to go see the pyramids being built? Would you like to go, see like the rise and fall of Adolf Hitler or Stalin or Mao or, Caesar? Would you like to go
No.
see what? I'd be like, no, I want to see Abby's
12-year-old Abby.
fucking glasses
getting-
get
yeah.
smashed with her trying to play basketball and everybody laughing at her stupid ass. I promise you right now, you could hook me up to a lie detector test. It would ring true. That's the one thing I want to see.
You know what I would do with the time machine? Before I went back,
I'd
I would
sell it.
I would screenshot like Belle Delphine's analytics, and I would go to London and find her and be like, "This is what's going to happen to you if you continue the route you're on. Like, there's still time to prevent this."
And then she would go, "Oh, I'm a millionaire? That's fucking crazy."
No, but like she was popping, and then like she switched on us, and it's not working out too good.
Who cares? She can't suck a dick to save her fucking life. I could suck better dick than that. Yeah, I've seen the video. It's Belle Delphine. Of course I've seen it.
Okay.
She looks bad. She looks like she's scared of it, but not in the hot way. I like it when they're scared of it. But she looked at it and she was like, nah, like she was licking a fucking subway rail.
Needs more crying.
I
That's
mean,
what Bryden's saying.
or
She needs
enthu-
tears.
Tears or enthusiasm. No, she's center left of dick sucking. It's horrible.
Think about the money, pal. Think about the money.
I mean, it's terrible. Anyway, let's do the show. We're 12 minutes in. Don't we have
Yeah,
like
so
a
do you guys
thousand?
have like content, or is this?
Oh no, so much.
No, we have content. We
Okay,
just
let's do
keep
the
getting
content.
sidetracked. Okay, so we have a couple polls this week. I did not do the who won poll because I forgot. But Bryden posted a poll. Do carrots have any business being in pasta?
Yeah, it's
And
true.
he won. The answer is no,
I
according
did.
to the poll.
I did win that.
63%. And then we were arguing about Tarkov or something. And Bryden said, one of us will hang, I assure you. So I did a poll saying who out of the two of us are going to end up hanging before the podcast
The weeks
is through.
are too fucking long. I don't even remember this.
Yeah, 70% of people want me to be the one to hang. Woo! 70% even.
Well, I didn't see that, but I would be inclined to agree, and I don't really play Tarkov. But anyway, continue.
That rules.
So that's what happened with our polls this week.
So how's it feel to be a loser, huh? And also on top of that, I won my fantasy football week. Finally, I'm
Wow, congratulations.
I'm
Nobody
1-3.
cares.
I'm 1-3, dude. I'm not doing good in the league, but I
All
got
right.
fucked.
We're moving on to our Dear Abby segment. First, from Natty Light Teddy. Dear Abby, if you could date Tom Brady, would you?
Yes.
Sincerely, Teddy.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, I would.
Football players get brain damage. I don't want some
No.
brain damaged
Yeah,
dude who's going
are
to
you-
beat me
all right,
up.
Okay,
First-
you don't get it. No, here's what you need to do. So you marry him, and then you say that the brain damage contributed to his violent tendencies, true or not, and
Okay.
you divorce him. And like,
Tom
I don't know how much money Tom Brady has, but half
you
of Tom
kidding me?
Brady's fortune is a lot of money. So
Are you kidding me? Tom Brady is filthy fucking rich. He's the
yeah,
goat.
that's what I'm saying.
He's the fucking goat. You know that, Tappy, do you watch fucking football at all? Do you care about football?
When it's on,
Okay.
like sure, if I'm somewhere and it's playing, I'm not adverse. I won't avert my gaze. I guess.
Okay,
but
look,
I don't
Tom-
make it a point.
Tom Brady is the best person that's ever fucking graced the earth. All right.
Oh, better than. Oh, okay, better than Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Better than Jesus. All right.
Whoa. Okay. Well,
Listen, Tom
kind
Brady,
of,
and you know what? God bless him because he's going through a divorce with his bitch wife right now.
Yeah,
Who
the old-
What did he do?
he didn't. You know what? He wanted to play the game. You know.
What did he do to her?
I thought she was beautiful up
What do you
until
mean? What
like
did he
4
do
days
to her?
ago.
What did she do to him? What kind of question? Oh man, this is a feminist podcast. This is
Yeah, it's. I mean, I know, dude, Tappy. I know it's fucking brutal, but
ridiculous.
God bless.
Yeah.
our
People
Lord
just
Savior,
get divorced for no reason.
God.
No,
Sometimes,
but why is your initial reaction to say what did he do to her? Like, how do you know, right?
Because he's got brain damage.
He doesn't have brain damage. You idiot! It's illegal in the NFL to sack Tom Brady. Everybody knows this.
Is it really?
Yes,
Is that an
that's
official
They invented
rule?
the tuck rule to win him a game, didn't they?
It's illegal to sack Tom Brady. You dumbass.
Is it really?
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Yes.
They're
And
like, he's old. It hurt him.
that's
No,
you know,
I think he brain damage.
I think that if Tom Brady so much as said hello to you, all the fucking moisture would leave your body and you'd be a shriveled snail in
he
the
look
street.
I'm gonna look up this guy.
You're gonna look up Tom Brady?
Brady.
Yeah, he's a fucking absolute giga chad.
Yeah, he's got more Super Bowl rings than he does fingers on his
He
right
is
hand.
the most decorated NFL
He
player
looks
of
no.
all time.
He's got a weird face. I don't
You
like
have
his
a weird face.
She does have a weird face, dude. It's fucking odd.
I also have a weird face, but not this kind of weird face.
Yeah,
I don't
well, that-
like it.
that
It's like
type of-
squished
that-
together.
that
Like
type
it's
of-
too small for his head.
Like an athlete, that type of weird face, I don't know, is fucking rich beyond your wildest dreams. And then you,
Fine.
you know,
You're on a podcast with somebody that's on private with 180 followers.
this is true.
Also, he's old. He looks very old.
Yeah,
How
he is old.
is
He's like
this man?
45 or some shit. Okay.
Well, why would I want that? That's disgusting.
Because
Old
you're
men,
basically
no.
in woman years. You're 45.
No.
No, how old is he? I think
that's kind of generous.
he's not.
actually.
Yeah, he's 45. Damn, I know. But how are you about to sit here and say that Tom Brady is not an attractive man?
I don't like him. He's not my type.
What every
Also,
man should
He
look
would
like?
probably beat me up. All football players beat up their girlfriends.
You idiot! Tom Brady doesn't do that. Are you?
Then why is he getting divorced?
Because his wife is a bitch, and mainly because fucking he wanted to go and do another season, and she was like, no. And he's like, listen, like it's her. It's Giselle's fault, dude. You know, here, you look at Giselle, his wife that I guess they're getting a divorce. And tell me she doesn't look like a man.
She looks very pretty.
Yes. So you're going to be into her and not Tom Brady? You're fucking, dude,
Yep.
you're gay. You're a lesbo.
I'm not as gay as you are.
You're a
I mean, all
yeah,
women
I'll fuck
kinda
Tom
are.
Brady. If Tom Brady came to my house right now and was like, Bryden, suck my dick, I'd be like, oh, thank you for getting the Bucks a Super Bowl. I'd suck his dick, dude. I'd suck
This
it
is
to completion.
weird. Look, this football player worship stuff is just gross.
At least
It's
the
getting-
one-
Okay, we're getting a little weird. Let's settle down.
Whatever. At least the football player that I worship's white. All right? I'm telling you, Tom Brady rules. And he's friends with Donald Trump. He's just the best guy.
Yeah, I'm friends with Donald Trump too. He came on our podcast.
I have some bad news for you.
What?
That was just Finley.
No, I don't believe you. It sounded exactly like Donald Trump.
I know,
Well,
but that is just Finley.
who else is friends with Donald Trump? Lauren Southern. She got the big Donald Trump retweet. Do you remember that?
I do not.
Crazy.
I
Yeah.
That doesn't make them friends.
No,
Yeah.
that
We have
if you
him.
retweet somebody, you're besties.
Is that so?
And damn, I gotta stop retweeting people. And you know, fucking Tom Brady. He when he was asked
Oh my
like,
God,
by
No, I
a
don't,
who
I
kid,
don't
Who
care about
cares?
Tom
By-
Brady.
he was
No,
asked by
no,
a
stop.
he was asked by a child.
Finley? It was Finley.
It was actually Finley. I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you this way.
I don't.
I know. I
quit the
thought you'd be. I thought you'd think that I'd be like a cool guy being able to get Trump on the show, but it was just Finley.
Well, I thought Finley got Trump on the show.
No, it's just him.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go on about football.
Well, Tom Brady was asked by a child who his biggest inspiration was, and Tom Brady cried, saying that it was his dad.
That's
kind of
very
a lame
sweet.
Answer. I don't know if I like that.
Tom
It's
Brady.
the PR answer.
I would have said like
You people are crazy.
Julia Sevilla or something. I don't know.
Taffy's a super fascist. Watch out.
Who's your inspiration? Well, it's not actually a person. It's a combination of Satan and Hitler. I call him Saitler. No, I will not listen. We got to move on because I will not listen to any of this fucking anti-Tom Brady bullshit.
I'm sorry. He just looks weird.
He's quarterback for the Bucs. Go Bucs.
Okay. Dear Abby, I can't stop drawing dicks. Whenever I have a writing instrument in my hand, I can't contain my uncontrollable urge to draw dicks of various sizes and shapes. I do it at home, at work, at friends' houses, even on the tip line at restaurants. I just can't stop. Please help.
Why did you include Tappy's letter?
Well, he's on the show.
I would say that if you are male and under 15, don't worry about it because like that's funny. That's a good bit.
Yeah, but stop sending me pictures of it.
Yeah,
No,
if you are
keep doing
male and over 15, then that's a slight problem. Maybe grow up a little bit. And if you are a female, I do not know where to begin.
If you are a female, hello.
Well, first off, yeah, hello. Second off, that's concerning.
I draw dicks all the time. Like,
do we know that without revealing the person who sent this? Do we know any of their demographic data?
It's Turbo Sloot. Let me pull up his. I don't care. Let me pull up his Twitter.
I know this guy personally. He's like around my age.
Oh, that's not good. Like, you gotta. Okay, so here's.
He's a bit younger than me, but like not
I
much.
can kind of. Well, okay, so like, what would that be? Like 29 then or something?
Yeah,
so,
basically something.
So
like
here's
that.
what you're gonna do. First off, you're gonna stop wearing graphic T-shirts. I don't care how funny you think the phrase on them is. Like, eat, sleep, Fortnite, repeat. That shirt has got to go, right?
He doesn't wear anything like that.
No. I'm just like going off my image based on what I know about.
Well, your image is
thinking
wrong.
It's amusing to draw dicks at 29. So you're gonna get some Air Force Ones because they're unobjectionable. You're gonna drop the cargo pants. You're gonna wear some fucking Levi 511s.
Wear cargo pants.
You're gonna get rid of the graphic tees. You're gonna get a white Uniqlo T-shirt, and you're gonna act like a fucking human being. You're gonna shave. You're gonna shower. Maybe go to the gym. I don't know if we're quite there yet. And we're gonna stop drawing dicks on things. We're gonna stop doomer posting on Twitter all day. And
doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
We're gonna try to just get our shit together.
No,
come back to me. I promise you won't regret it.
Listen,
he's mostly just he posted a picture of what his deeds, his beautiful artwork are on his page. I think that's mostly what he's tweeting about.
No,
okay.
This guy rules because he's the same motherfucker that when I back on my old show, I created this fake organization called OIWD, and I put this.
What does that stand for?
Operation Identity Workers Division.
Wow, that doesn't sound like it's good. Like, that's weird. 2 seconds after the LLC got registered, it was already infiltrated by the federal government. That's
Dude,
crazy.
It was just a really funny bit we did on my old show because it was all these like stupid right-wing organizations, and I just took like one thing from
Identify
each one.
Europa.
Yeah, like whatever. And I made these fake flyers, and one of them was just like a hand with a face on it. And it was like, get your future, idiot. And, I was just making fun of IE and all those dorks. And he actually went, I was like, go to a Subway bathroom and put this up. He actually went and did it. He sent me a picture.
Those right-wing organizations, this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, but I'm walking down like the street on the small town, and I hit the like button to get the crosswalk like symbol to pop up. And there's a sticker on it that says like join Patreon front now.
Oh God.
Do not.
Yeah, that shit's gay.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine like ruining your life off of like an advertisement you saw on a crosswalk.
Well, nobody did. It's just wanton vandalism.
Yeah,
but
my tax dollars are hard at work, I guess.
It's just wanton vandalism, dude.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I do think that he probably draws dicks on everything because, like, let's be honest.
I believe it.
I draw a lot of dicks too.
You guys are just very childish, though. You need to grow up. That's my
No,
advice.
I am not. My hobbies are like the most aristocratic suite of hobbies you can actually have. I'm into chess and horology.
I'm
and
into
whiskey.
chess.
And Magic the Gathering in
Well,
anime.
okay, that depends on who you ask. If you ask men, I'm into Magic and Valorant and anime. And if you ask women, it's horology and chess and whiskey. Okay.
I have the most upscale things. I'm into trading spices by sea. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I actually go around around Africa because I try not to use the canal because I try to be traditional. Kind of, yeah, it diminishes the.
I mean, it's crazy that
democratic
you're
nature of it.
No, it's crazy that you're too stupid and lazy to discover stand-up comedy. Like,
Not everyone is a comedian,
yeah,
Bryden.
I've noticed.
Just me, really.
Fucking goofball, fucking bullshit. That's
All right, let's move on to our next one from John. Dear Abby, is rotating out seasonably appropriate decorations in your home cool or cringe? I think it's cute. That's what I think.
Is this a woman that has?
yeah,
Yes.
that's from
Oh
John,
no, yeah,
I think.
you're. Wait, what?
J-W-N. J-A-W-N. John.
Oh, okay.
John.
First off, I don't like you. Second off,
Why?
because like I would like DM her occasionally about Magic and like we were chill, and then she like soft blocked me out of the blue, and that like hurt my feelings. So anyway,
That
no,
rules.
not Pog, not Pog. So
You
then-
probably deserved it.
I think she soft blocked me because I said that like if you're a man, you should learn a little bit of game because you're gonna die alone if you don't. And she thought that was like creepy or something. I don't know. But anyway, no, yeah, that's totally fine. That's cool. Yeah, continue. Changing seasonal decorations. Also, you're a bad person.
Also, I just want to point out that I don't like any of you, dear listeners, talking to each other. So I'm saying you're not allowed to talk to each other.
To avoid this problem in the future, just stay in your own little cubby hole.
And just wait for us to post. That's your lives now.
I'm so unobjectionable and like just vaguely just kind of agreeable. I just love everybody. It's all love from my end, but everybody kind of I'm just like the ortho Twitter punching bag, and it's too bad. Like, you know what? Maybe I just wish that things could have gone differently, but that's okay. It's okay.
Everybody should be nice to Tappy.
Yeah,
that's my message.
Maybe things could have gone differently.
I don't think anybody should be nice to anybody because, like, it's way funnier to watch people fight than just, like, talk on Twitter. Just fight with each other. I don't give a shit. But, no, I think that certain holidays are fine. But I think even for guys, it's cool to, you know, if you want to put up Christmas lights or stuff like that. I like seasonal decoration.
Yeah,
there we go. Dear Abby, can you set the record straight on beans and chili? Chili that's eaten on its own requires beans. Chili as a topping should not have beans. I agree with you. And the reason for that is because beans are cheap and filling, and it's just nice to have that. It makes it like a real meal. Whereas chili without it is just kind of like a not as filling, thinner soup situation. You know what I mean?
This is why you're bad at cooking. You immediately went to the price. You immediately went to the price thing. Chili as a topping doesn't have beans because it's a topping, and it's a taste issue. All right, you don't really want beans on a hot dog.
No, yeah, I said it. Okay, yes, as a topping, no beans. On its own, in a bowl, it needs beans.
And we agree on that. But you went immediately to this like broke mentality.
Well, I grew up so poor that I thought chili was literally just kidney beans cooked with chili powder in it. Okay.
Is that not what it is?
No, that's what poor people eat. And then they tell their children that, oh, this is chili, so that they think they're eating chili and don't complain that you don't get real food because mommy can't afford it because she spent all the money on crack and then she sold the food stamps to buy more crack.
No trauma dumping in general, please.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could just like knock it off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a comedy show here. We don't need to hear about this type of shit.
Being a little
like, can you like read
toxic.
the room? The vibes are all like
the vibes. You shut up.
I mean, do we need to take a break and like just probably dump this whole show?
Dear Abby, I've crushed on my neighbor for a year. She loves my cat. My cat left a mouse on her porch and she screamed for me to remove it. I saved her. She noticed me. I've been trapping and leaving rats for her to get me.
Well,
Instead, she called Pest Control. They're dating. Advice.
I think, okay, first off, I think I saw a movie like this one time. Second off, I don't know, you kind of like fumbled the bag now because like you had a good excuse to start talking and you kind of didn't. So I don't know what you would do now.
one rat, I think, would have been enough. Two,
you got
maybe
weird with
would have
it,
just like, all right, listen, like, I don't know. Hey, meet him. He's pretty cool. He obviously likes you. But like, no, instead he was just killing rats and leaving them at their doorstep.
Yeah.
No,
This
I
is
think the problem
with
is
your
you
own relationship.
staggered it. When you want to do like a big romantic gesture, you want to pile it all on, the rose petals leading up the stairs and the
exactly.
candles and the wine, right? So
Pile
you
it
want
on.
to get a big heaping
Rat.
bucket of the rats and dump it on her doorstep. Maybe that's the path forward.
Just rats. See, dude, this is this Abby. This is why you and I, long-term relationships. We know how to do it. We wooed our partners, and
Exactly.
it was with buckets of rats and gaslighting.
That's what I did. The
That's
gaslighting, very heavy. Very
Dude.
heavy on the gaslighting.
dude. Fucking high five. Agree. Here to help. High five on this one. Gaslight your potential partners. Leave buckets of rats over there like you're gonna be the worst Joker in a movie ever, and this is romance, manipulation, and rats. It's rats.
Exactly. Taffy, what do you think? Oh, about the bucket of rats.
I mean the rats.
I think that like, well, first off,
How did you
could
get
try to,
your
like-
gal? Was it rats?
Yeah. Well, no, I am 6'6" and I existed in the proximity of Asian women, so that's how that happened.
So it was trafficking.
Anyway,
That'll do it.
It was
yeah,
just
well,
human
I mean,
trafficking.
you could call it that, but anyway, so for the rats,
Wait, you're telling me there's no rats involved in that?
no, surprisingly, no, but I think you need to like out alpha the pest control guy. So you need to like
shoot
go. No, disavow. You need to go like heavy. You need to send a message. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna like create a Vlad the Impaler-esque like line of like impaled rats in your front yard, and she's gonna see that and be like, damn, like that guy has killed a rat or two in his day. Like I know who to call.
Oh, that's also like an art exhibit, kind of. Like it's
Yeah.
like if he painted her a nice picture. That's a good point.
Like Dadaism, basically.
Also, just start wearing one of those, like pest control masks all the time, and just like walk out of the house to get your paper because everybody gets some morning paper, and then go out there and then wave to her and be like, "Hello, neighbor," and then.
Oh, also, yeah, if you have a homeowners association, like maybe put that idea on the back burner, but you'll figure it out.
No, I think it's good to car bomb him. I listen. I don't know.
Okay, next one. Engaged, but he refused to let me move in. I forced the issue. He told me to respect his femme friends. He's got one who steals clothes for him, one cleans, an older one brings jerk chicken. He says he loves me, but tells them all that I'm his cousin.
These are all black people.
Yes. These are all black people, yes.
These are all black people. And you know what? I think she ought to just shut her fucking mouth. That's what I say. She ought to appreciate the good man that she has, because he's the coolest. That's a dude's rock moment. I can't go against this.
Yeah, well, I think that maybe you should just leave him.
No, you ought to
That's
just.
like, you know what I've noticed? Like, whenever you go on r/relationship advice, every single person's like immediate reaction in the comments, no matter what the problem is like, yeah, that's really toxic. I think you should leave, right? And I think this is like what you're observing right now is like Abby's like on the way, right? She's got like one foot in the grave, the other on a banana peel. And just like seeing young people in their bag, like genuinely growing together, upsets her.
Yeah.
So her advice is going to be like, oh yeah, keep throwing away 4-year relationships until you barely managed to get married at 34 like she did, and like maybe you can pop out one kid and call it a day. Like,
That's so
so
true.
don't listen to Abby. This is gonna ruin your life.
That's so true, dude.
I feel like I'm being unfairly characterized here.
I think that was a very accurate summation of your current position.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time now for our brand new segment.
Oh,
It's called.
I've got a brand new segment as well. Can we do it first?
Yeah.
Okay, it's called I Break Your Knuckles with a Hammer once per episode until you run out.
No, I don't like that one.
Well,
Also, we're on Skype right now.
why you gotta ruin the bit?
Okay. So my new segment is just about Twitter, where we take tweets and try to give the tweeters advice like we do to the Redditors.
It's such an original idea. You're so smart. I'm really glad that you run the show.
Thank you. I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Oh man, that's so good. That's why so many people listen.
They
It
don't
just
even
occurred to
think
me that me picking a fights with your listeners while they're not here to defend themselves probably is not good optics. And now eventually people are going to come on the show and just like trash talk me. So
Yeah, I hope
that'll
so.
be. That'll
Oh,
be
she's coming on soon. I think she
Oh,
might be.
shit.
Let me check the calendar. Let's see.
A
okay.
few weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
I
in a
just wanna
few
stress
weeks
that,
this
like,
month.
It's all love from my side. It's all love. So
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
I
That
hope
you
she-
love her.
I hope she. I hope she doxes you and comes to your house and sucks your dick.
So what we're gonna do is now, after she comes on, if she does trash Tappy, later we're gonna have them both on to fight it out. It'll be like
I don't
Dr.
have
Phil.
anything to say. It's like we were chilling, and then what always happens happens. I'm mutuals with somebody for a couple of years, and then they block me. Like, I'm over it. Like what does Cardi B say? When you've seen what I've seen, you end up like this, right? Like I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It's all love. It's all love. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. Wondering what the most tactful way of telling my wife to get out of my office is. I work from home and she's trying to talk about some random anxious woman stuff and is mid-stride as I try to listen to as minimal a level as possible.
Okay, so you're gonna need Apple AirPod Pro 2 noise canceling and a lock on your office door. There you go. Happy to help.
You just tell her, hey, honey, can we talk about this later? I'm working. Like, how is this hard to figure out? Why are you so stupid?
Yeah, both are valid solutions. I'm
Bryden?
surprised your advice wasn't to just leave her, honestly.
Well, it's not. It's not my go-to advice. Bryden, do you have a comment on this? Is he gone? Oh, no.
And then there were two.
We lost him. I can't hear him. I'm going to keep going till he gets that figured out. We cannot hear you, Bryden. Okay, we did get a testimonial from someone, okay? She says that when she had COVID, she listened to every episode while she felt like she was dying, and now she looks forward to it every week. She credits us with healing her from COVID. That's right, folks.
I just got back. I went to go take a piss.
You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, you guys were talking about boring shit I didn't care about.
Okay, well, whatever.
Is that somebody you're talking about our show?
Yes. She says
well,
that
good.
when she had COVID, we cured
No,
her.
I heard that part. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We help people.
Yeah, that's not true. But
This person has been helped by us.
it's there's a great band I like. They're called Hoax. They're a really good band. There's a lot of good bands out there and movies. There's a great movie. It's called Hoax. But
It was
good.
real. You can look on my Twitter account. They really said this. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
sure it wasn't a hoax.
Okay, whatever. It's not a hoax.
Thank you, YouTube algorithm. It's not a hoax. We should take it very seriously.
Why are you doing this?
When the bit flies over your fucking head, get on with the show, dum-dum.
Am I the asshole
If anything, I think it was actually more than what they say. But anyway, continue.
Am I the asshole for confronting a close friend after she recounted her bullying experience from me on my wedding day? I just recently got married last week, and from the title of this post, you can see that I'm not really the best person. I have a close friend who we'll call Jana. Jana and I have not always been friends. In high school, I constantly teased her, calling her the nerd of the class because I was an insecure ass and she got really good grades. Maybe because I teased her, other people also started teasing her on her grades. She'd
Nice.
confront she
Ha
had
ha!
confronted
Nice A plus, a-hole.
Is this really a thing that happens? I feel like when me getting good
No.
grades made people want to be
It-
my friend because then they would ask me to write their research paper for
Right.
them.
It's not the good grades that you get teased for. Not that I ever really had them ever. But it was never the good grades that people got teased for. It was because like the kids that consistently got good, because like jocks got in my school, jocks got good grades too. You
Well,
know,
they had to be on the team. Bad grades made you sit out.
right? Yeah, like so it wasn't about getting good grades. It was about like, why do you constantly have Vaseline all over your fucking lips and you smell like cigarettes? And it's like, oh, because they were poor. But like I was poor, but like I was in the land of the poor. The guy whose family finally moved out of a trailer is king, right? Uh,
Yeah.
it was the weird stuff that they did. And like looking back, a lot of them are probably pretty developmentally disabled. But like if you were in the
They ended
retard
up on this
class,
podcast.
yes, they are my co-host. But if you were in the special class, like it was off limits to make fun of you. Like honestly, looking back, I mean, we kind of had a wholesome fucking. I mean, I got beat up and made fun of all the time, but we kind of had like a wholesome fucking school compared to videos I see now. But it wasn't the grades; it was because you're fucking weird. Like my freshman
Yeah.
year, there was some weirdo who like he was an absolute textbook dweeb, looked like Garrett from Community. And he was like, well, I'm a senior, so that means that you need to listen to me. I go, you're a faggot. He was shocked.
Owned. Based? Question mark?
I'm
Got
a
him.
freshman. I'm a freshman. I go, you're a faggot. And it didn't work well. But no, that's not why you get bullied. You got bullied because you were a weirdo. It's not coming out your nose.
You probably breathe through your mouth too much.
Yeah.
There was a girl that had my same name, and I bullied her because she just would come right next to
Gretchen.
my freaking face, breathing through her mouth, and it just annoyed me. I could not deal with it. It
Well-
was just like, it really bothered me.
We don't all have the noses that you do.
So how does this Reddit story end? It's like
Oh,
do they
yeah,
have
so-
to
Oh,
fight
yeah.
during the wedding or something?
Welcome to
Yeah.
the show, Tappy.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
It's become different.
Don't worry, I'll keep you guys on track. I know you haven't been doing this for very long.
Okay. She'd confronted me privately about this, and I did stop teasing her after that since I got embarrassed.
Yeah.
The class probably thought it was an old joke now and stopped too. It was in college that we finally became close. We saw each other at a reunion, and we realized that our universities were near. Since then, we regularly hung out and became close friends. I invited her to my wedding as a bridesmaid, and
How
she
fucking-
gladly accepted.
How fucking cute is that, though?
Yeah, that is really sweet and cute.
Like, that's good that you just see that, like, not everything is high school. I mean, it is, but
Yeah.
not everything is high school. People change because I'll bet the nerdy chick got hot. I'll bet that's what happened. She's not
She
putting
probably
that in the
did.
story. She probably got hot.
During the wedding toast, she recounted the bullying she went through from me, saying, I can't believe we're friends, even though you bullied me all throughout high school.
Yeah.
I didn't know if she was joking when she said that. I've made my best effort to make it up to her and apologize time and time again. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was obviously a joke.
Well,
Whatever.
yeah, if you're
She
friends
ex-
now, yeah, it's not.
She wouldn't say that if it wasn't a joke. She accepted my apology each time, even laughing it off that I was overthinking. I thought we had finally put the past behind us. After the toasts, I was hurt and confused, but I decided to talk to her later because I wanted to enjoy my wedding. But during the party, my sister and maid of honor came up to me worried, saying that there have been a lot of people asking Jana about the bullying, and she was detailing every single thing I had said.
So
I had my
what? Like, it's
No, that's
funny
kind of
now.
messed up
You're
at
not,
that point.
No, you're not children now. It's funny now. Like, it's funny now. Like,
I guess I would have to know how she said it. Like, is she just making jokes?
she's probably just like, I mean, so look, when I was in the third grade, I thought it was cool to wear snakeskin cowboy boots that I had for some fucking reason.
Dude, I had snakeskin pants in 3rd grade.
Dude.
That was really freaking hot, but they were so cool.
You're the coolest. I had snakeskin cowboy boots, and there was a girl that, hell, I'll just say her full name, Samantha Phillips. I kicked her in the shin one time, and the other kids gathered around because I had hurt her shin, and I remember seeing the skin was slightly off, and I had a crush on this girl, so I ran away, and then I got into trouble. If for whatever reason we became friends later and she talked about that shit at my wedding and told people about all the weird fucking bullying, like, it would be hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
I'll bet this girl is just funny and is like, how wild is it? Because they're friends. And it's crazy to go from bully to, like, this is my fucking friend who's a bridesmaid. You know, it's funny because, like, kids are evil little pieces of shit.
Right. Okay. The counterpoint, this is her wedding.
So what?
Like this, she probably would not be this touchy about it if it wasn't her wedding. It's like, you're making me look bad at my wedding kind of thing.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is it doesn't make you look bad. You are not 8. It's not a Muslim wedding.
Well, it was high school. I don't know.
Dude, you are a completely different person than you were in high school. A completely different person. Everybody
Yeah, I get
is.
that. Yeah, I understand. I would not have been upset about this, but I can understand why certain personality types would, just because it's the wedding specifically.
It just doesn't make sense to me. You know?
Yeah. Okay. I had my sister get Jana, and I talked to her privately in the back, asking why she brought up the bullying, and she got offended. She said that she was just telling the truth. I replied that it was okay to talk about this, but at least on a different time and situation. She called me an asshole for invalidating her feelings because it was true that I bullied her.
Okay, never mind.
So she's not just joking then. Like, you would just say, I was joking. It was just in good fun, if that's what it was. But that's not what she said. Yeah, see? I guess I was kind of, I have the upper hand because I read it beforehand. But
oh wow, is that what happened?
I still side with the friend, honestly.
Really? She's just going around whining.
The reason is like it's, as the person that's like in the wrong, it's not really up to you when they decide they're over it, right?
I guess that's
okay,
true,
sure,
but
it's a much bigger asshole move to go to someone's wedding and go around whining about it.
Well, I mean,
once you're friends and you've put it under the rug. She said she apologized to it over and over and over, to the point where Jana is like, it's fine. You don't need to keep apologizing.
I get it. Like, okay, first off, like, if this is like some sort of long con game where she was like, oh, I'm gonna play along until I ruin her wedding or something.
That rules.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
I want to fuck that girl.
That's interesting, at least.
But, I want to marry that girl. Holy fuck.
I don't know. I think things just kind of like happen, and maybe in the moment she was like, wow, that like really bothered me. And it's like, oh, it's your wedding. Sorry. Like, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have like been an asshole 15 years ago, and you would have an enjoyable wedding. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, dude, the girl you're just
like, I don't know. People don't change. I think honestly, I've always said people can change, but people don't change, right? Like,
well, people changed from when they were 15 years old.
They don't, right? Like, come on.
You're still formulating all of your opinions and personality at 15, so you will change because you're not done forming.
Like, more refined. Maybe you go from like idolizing like Spangler to Evola, and like maybe you go from like,
why are 15-year-olds doing that?
Maybe you go from like CS:GO to like Valorant, but like you're like who you are, right? People don't change.
I think that you're just talking about yourself, Tappy. Yeah. I think this is just about Tappy now.
Yeah. No, I'll never switch on you. I keep it a buck at all times, right?
He's the same guy he was when he was 13 years old. He really will never switch.
From back in the basement, right?
So anyway, John, if you don't like him before, you won't like him even still, ever.
Yeah, and you won't like him in 20 years, and you won't like me in 50 years. But it's okay. It's all love.
No, yeah. I think that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, the people do change because
if people change, why do we put 18-year-olds in prison for life if they kill somebody?
That's a completely different conversation.
No, I mean, like, they're the same person. If they weren't the same person, we wouldn't do it.
This is not that type of podcast.
That's-
We can definitely
Wait,
discuss this later.
no. That's a completely different situation.
No,
If you
it's not,
first
though.
of all,
You're
if
the
you
same
murder
person.
someone,
People
your
are changing.
mind is messed up.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's just degrees, right? I mean, you're holding somebody responsible for what they did before their prefrontal cortex was fully developed.
They murdered a person.
Yeah,
So,
but
hold on, Abby. Let me.
Well,
handle
also
this.
they do get lesser sentences depending on age. Like that happens a
sometimes.
lot.
It
They don't get
depends.
you don't get a
Depends,
lifetime
honestly.
sentence if you're 15 years old and kill
Yeah.
your abusive stepdad. Like that's not going to happen.
You are such a young man. What happens to you as you get older, and it'll happen to you. See, you don't even get that reference because you're too young. Abe Simpson.
Okay.
People, the bad things about them, everything, it becomes worse. You do change, but it becomes worse. But it's the inner,
Oh wow.
it's
Great.
the inner
That looks
quality.
helpful.
It's the inner qualities about you that become worse, such as like, do you have self-esteem issues at 15? By the time you're 45, they're probably going to be worse, but you'll stop caring about them. You'll grow a beard and long hair and start drinking Bud Light. This is,
See, I should just kill myself now. God. Oh, my
I
God.
mean, it's never too late, but
Buy one of our shirts first that I'm supposed to be designing.
you should do that. Buy a shirt. It's good.
Live,
It's
laugh, kill yourself.
it's a
That's
pretty-
the
It's a pretty good shirt
I guess
idea.
I can look forward to growing a beard and drinking. Sounds good.
Yeah, you can drink Bud Light and make little origami things and get into philosophy. I mean, it's fine. Now I'm just talking about myself. You know, no, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how. We're completely forgetting that it's a wedding. So, like, this girl is drunker than shit, too. Everybody's drunk as fuck at weddings, dude.
Crossfaded, probably.
I don't know, man. Ruining someone's wedding.
It's not
is-
ruined. It's not ruined.
It's
Come on.
not
Yeah,
ruined.
no, she ruined her wedding.
No, she didn't. That's ridiculous.
She's going around. Okay, let's finish the story. She called me an asshole for invalidating her feelings because it was true that I bullied her. I ended up crying and she walked out. Now there are rumors that I bullied her again after some people saw her walking out.
That
My
rules?
in-laws
Average
have
wedding?
also inquired about the matter too. It had been quite cold to me, even though I've already explained the matter. My
Hold
mom,
on,
sister,
hold
and
on, hold
husband.
on. Stop
Yeah.
there. You know what? Oh, yeah, they're cold to you. They didn't like her to begin with. Why do you always miss the subcontext to everything these people fucking write? They didn't. The in-laws didn't like her to begin with.
Do you guys see that video? Oh, this is like gonna sound like a tangent, but I'll bring it back around. Do you guys see that video that's been like floating around of those like kids at that school where they're like, "Oh, I've got a Snapchat video of your girlfriend cheating on you,"
No.
and there's a bunch of people like standing around. They're like, "Oh, like my life a movie. Did you eat on that shit?" Like it's going crazy, right? Like but somebody like was talking about that, and they
Are
was
you
really
SpongeBob SquarePants? What the fuck is this shit that you're saying?
I'll get back. I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. But anyway, so somebody kind of was talking about like analyzing the culture that allows that situation to exist, right? And they were saying that there's basically two types of people in this world. There's people that like have some sort of impulse in them where that would be like a possibility of something you like might do, and then there's people that like don't, right? And you could give me like 10 lifetimes and I would never be in the situation of like, look at this Snapchat video, did you eat on that shit, like my life, like spitting, and they like were spitting on him and stuff, like, and it's not, I'm not like some awesome person, but it's like I think it's a 50-50 split of the population, and like half the people, that just is not like a realistic possibility of
That's
something
about
that
some
they
of
would
the
do
stupid
to
shit
occur.
that I've
Wait,
ever
wait,
fucking
wait.
heard. Somebody should put you into a dog kennel and
everyone,
throw you into the
wait,
fucking ocean.
Okay, wait though. But in my experience of high school, I got bullied and had rumors started about me
Yes.
and reputation ruined quite a bit. And the
Good.
worst kinds of bullies are the ones that go around whining to everyone in the whole school, making it like whether it's a true thing or just a rumor they made up
Idiot.
out of their ass.
my
Like
point is-
those
yeah.
are bullies too. So
Idiot.
what you're
Those are
if
girl-
what you're saying was
No.
real,
Oh my
then that's
God.
both of them.
Oh
But
my God.
my point is that like bullying, it's
This is the gayest
it's like
podcast.
it's an inclination that like not everybody like possesses, and it's not just like, oh, the weak people don't bully because they
I
don't have the
bully,
capital to bully.
faggot.
No, I get it,
Bullied
I get it.
for
But what I'm
7
saying
years.
is that like there's a lot of people like actual like compassion has to come from a place of power. Because if you don't have the capacity to bully somebody, then you're not choosing to do it. You're not like being a good person. You're just being weak, right? But there's plenty of popular people at my school that wouldn't bully people when they like could have, but they just aren't inclined to do that. So if this girl is has the inclination to like bully, I kind of don't care what happens to her, right? Like, I mean,
it's been 7 years. She's apologized a million times. Yeah. It was fine. They've been friends for 7 years.
Women apologizing is just like a ploy to preserve their social status. I don't believe that.
During the break, I have many things to talk to you about, Tappy, about the inclination to bully and the power dynamics.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. I think that like if you're weak or strong, you should not like.
It's just not
weird about it. Just be chill. It's all just everybody should just hang out. That's my opinion.
This is why you have to listen to the podcast before you come on, because it's a comedy podcast and this shit is not funny.
Okay. Shouldn't have brought up something that was sad and serious.
No, it's apparently just like stabbed you right in your little bully heart.
Yeah, because it's like pissing me off. No, it's not like, I mean, it's just cringe. You guys are defending like this dumbass woman. Like,
we're on two different sides of the conversation.
We've been arguing about it.
Yeah. No, you're defending.
You're
like
just
the
sitting over there
bridezilla.
thinking about.
No, this girl's a bridezilla. She's like, oh, I need my perfect wedding, and how dare
no,
you bring
look,
up
you don't understand what it feels like to have your one wedding ruined.
No, one
like my wedding.
There's a good chance you'll have 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna have another one. If I lose my husband for whatever reason, that's probably it. I'm just done. I don't want to deal with it again. But when I think of my wedding, I cry.
Because of your face. Ugly.
I should not think about like me making a promise to be with my husband forever and cry at tears, not of joy, of like horror and sadness because other people ruined my wedding and all those memories for me. Like that's really disturbingly bad to ruin someone's wedding.
Yeah, we should all just fucking suck the bride's fucking dick over this shit.
Well, just don't screw it up.
I don't see how it screwed it up.
Well, it's not like she proposed during somebody else's wedding or she like had sex with a groomsman or something. I mean, it's just like these things happen. It's
literally a wedding. A wedding is a crazy.
You guys are so tightly wound. Relax.
A wedding is a crazy fucking party.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at a wedding. It's a fucking wild party. Like guys literally go to.
I've never been to a wedding like that ever in my life.
Well,
that's a wild, crazy party where anything can happen. It's a formal affair. Like it's not, I've never experienced that ever.
So you've never, okay. So they do the wedding and then they have the after party. And that's when white people shine with their dancing skills.
Well, nobody has ever danced at any wedding I've been to either, including mine.
God, you've never been to a wedding.
You didn't dance.
I've been to lots of weddings. No, he refuses to dance with me. Have you not? I know you don't listen to the podcast because I once told the story about how I tried to convince him to 2-step with me. And so he pretended like he was going to, took 1 step and then put me in a headlock and got me on the ground while his family stared in horror at what was going on. He's like, I'm not dancing. You know I don't dance.
Man, I got to listen to this podcast.
Who doesn't? I know it's a good podcast usually when you're not here.
Taffy, why are you ruining our show?
No, dude, you've never been to a good...
Yeah, I got on my soapbox. I was like, let me come on here to help and moralize. But anyway.
No, no, weddings are great. I used to crash weddings. Weddings are fucking incredible. Like, white people weddings are the fucking best. Erica's friend got married, and apparently, like, a lot of the pictures are... I'll have Erica send me one so I can send it to you, Abby, but... A lot of the pictures are me just getting down, dancing, and I'm the talk of
I would love to see those pictures.
Family, dude. I'm the talk of that. Like, who the hell was that guy? Because I saw the wedding photographer like taking pictures of me. It was this big like hall and all of that shit. And like then I told Erica, I was like, I'm not gonna dance. I'm not gonna dance because I know my power. I know the power of my dancing. And then like she was like she really wanted to do the slow dance, and then we did that, and then the Neil Diamond comes on,
my
bro.
Husband.
Oh, it's not that great, honestly. I get where it's coming from.
He wouldn't take me to prom either.
Prom's gay.
He refused. His mom was like, "Go with someone else. Find some other dude to go with," and I was like, "I can't cheat on your son. What are you talking about?" It's like, no, it's fine.
What is his mom? That's terrible.
Well, she was just like saying like go dance with someone else, basically like take a
Oh, yeah,
friend kind
I
of
get
thing,
it.
like some male friend.
Oh, that's
It's
awful.
just
Well,
well,
she
yeah, you
was.
can't do
He's being
that because then
He was being an ass. She's
he was
always going to take my side.
a kid, so chill out. You know, I'll bet he
He's
regrets it
older than
now.
me. No, he does not. He doesn't
Damn.
regret 1 second of it, or he wouldn't have put me in the freaking headlock.
God, he
No, he
rules,
doesn't
dude.
regret that. In
So
fact, if I
what you're
ever
saying is
bring it
people
up,
don't change. Is
he
that what you're
thinks
saying?
I'm being dumb.
Damn, he rules so much.
People don't change. Anyway.
He rules so much.
Dude, I've got all this like trauma. I'm just gonna dump it on
Yeah,
you
we can
guys.
tell. No trauma dumping in general. Again,
Nah,
your
okay.
last warning.
I feel like we got to do one more thing to actually do the
Yeah.
show, but we are at an hour.
Okay, let's see. What are my small ones? I've got. I
Damn, your
wanted to
husband
find a
rules.
short one, but this is not. Whatever. I'll talk very fast. Am I the asshole for taking away my boyfriend's financial freedom?
What? Yes. Why would he? He's. You know what? Actually, you're not the asshole. He's a fag. What the hell is that?
Why is he letting it happen?
Is it like
I
drug
have.
money or something?
You'll see. I have been with my boyfriend for 7 years. We got pregnant last year. Now have a 5-month-old beautiful, happy baby
You
girl.
got pregnant. Yeah, like what? Okay.
Bitch,
continue.
I can fucking jettison out of this bullshit and just pay a bill like it's cable.
I work full time and have a decent salary job, which allows my boyfriend to be a stay-at-home dad.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
Stay-at-home
And take
boyfriend.
Somebody has a podcast.
and take care of our daughter in the house. We both
No, he
like
doesn't have a podcast.
drinks.
He just plays Crusader Kings 2.
We're gonna find out what he does.
Okay.
So when I found out I was pregnant, I sat him down and told him that after she was born, absolutely no drinking while he's home alone with the baby while I was at work.
Oh, eat shit. How's he supposed
He-
to teach it how to talk?
He agreed that he would.
They're from Connecticut. It's gonna end up with a Boston accent because he's like,
Oh no.
"Mama, it's Mama."
He agreed that he would wait
Fuck you.
until I'm trying to get through this. We're out of time. He agreed that he would wait until I got home each day. Since our daughter was born 5 months ago, I have come home to him being drunk with the baby twice.
Woo!
I'm terrified he'll accidentally drop her or something. I started locking his beer and wine in the basement fridge, which
Oh.
seemed to work for a while. But then he started going to the store and buying more alcohol while I was at work.
They do have that there at the store. All of the beer does not
Yeah.
actually exist in the fridge. It turns out you
Yeah.
just get it elsewhere.
Yeah, shocker.
No, she seems
He'd
like
start-
I need to know how drunk this guy's actually getting. Because like I'm hammered, right? But
Yeah.
I could hold a baby. I know how sensitive and delicate you got to support the head, and I know how to hold a baby.
There's a lot going on here. The details all are very confusing. There's so many of them.
I understand her not wanting him to be blackout drunk around a kid. If
you have
that's
to
what's
be
happening,
functional.
right? Yeah, but like, dude, I could have a half a bottle of whiskey and still be able to make sure a kid doesn't die. I mean, they're pretty easy to make sure they don't die.
Is our like standard for childbearing like having them not die?
That's mine.
That's Bryden's standard. I
That is
don't know.
mine. My
I don't know about
childhood
that.
wasn't good. So
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna read my kids Ashley St. Clair's book every night.
More e-girls. Okay, he'd start off by just having a beer, but he lacks the self-control to stop.
He's
It would
an
be
alcoholic.
wasted by the time I get home. I confronted him about this and told him if it happened again, I would cut him off and take the debit card. He did it again about a month later. I talked to him about this and told him I would not risk our daughter's safety if he could not act responsibly. I told him that while I do love him, I would still take the baby and leave him if we couldn't get this under control.
Well, that's what they have to do. I mean, that's what she's just got to do. I mean, he's an alcoholic. Like,
This isn't even a question. I'm totally on her side 100% because like the realistic situation here is that like you are basically being bankrolled and like 50% of your job is just like not drinking, and if you can't do that to continue to get like funded, you're just a loser.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
No, this is absurd, and I have very low compassion for people that are addicted to like alcohol specifically.
Hey,
Like
rude.
I've seen like, let me finish. I've seen like what withdrawals look like from like real drugs, and you can like die from like the withdrawal, and it's terrifying. You're like
Yes.
having
Yeah.
a seizure, and it's just awful. But like
Well-
if you're
Well, there's
addicted
a
to like,
reason that they
nicotine or
keep-
alcohol, like take a weekend off, sit in a dark room, and have a headache for 3 days, and get the fuck over it. No,
Well, I've
hey,
watched
hold on,
someone withdrawing from alcohol. Wait, no, this is directly relevant. I've watched
Okay.
someone withdrawing from alcohol sitting right in front of me, refusing to acknowledge that he was doing so, that he had a problem. His whole body was trembling, and he just said he felt like he had the flu, and
Yeah.
maybe
okay,
he's
then
sick.
feel like you have the flu
Yeah.
for a week.
Hey,
But he was
no,
fine.
Yeah,
No, Tappy, what you just said was actually pretty fucking inaccurate. You cannot die from heroin withdrawal, but you can actually die from alcohol withdrawal. That's why hospitals keep beers in a fridge. They've got them. You can die from alcohol withdrawal.
Even female alcoholics who get pregnant are told to wean off of it. Actually, I just remembered that. I
Yeah,
knew a
you have to
woman who had
it's
to do that.
taper.
She was told to just take, a one beer less every day or every few days, or
Well, like,
however she had to
regardless
handle
of
it.
the particulars, my point is, I just think that it's like kind of it's a very pathetic addiction in my opinion.
Why is it pathetic? Okay,
Yeah.
listen. Now I'm gonna get really projecting. Why is it fucking pathetic that
It's projected. It's just pathetic because it's like, it's just so like legal and like inoffensive. It's like, oh wow, like mommy has a little problem with alcohol. Like it's just like, I don't know, grow
so
up. Right?
because
Because like
it's-
I've seen so
no,
many
no,
people.
shut the fuck up. Because it's because it's more accessible and normalized. It's
Yeah, no.
gayer that people get addicted to it. What kind of backwards logic is this? It's not like it's heroin, some shit you got to buy from some guy who's fucked up and black or on heroin. Like, what the
You can't even
hell?
bring your kids to the deal. It's a pain.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, people, this gets legitimately, they get stuck into it all the time, just like the fentanyl addictions, where they got fucked by doctors. I mean,
Yeah,
this
it's-
is insane what
I
you're
get
saying.
the-
You're actually
I get the
retarded.
Okay, thank you. I get the fentanyl thing. I was not talking about fentanyl. No, I think that is like legitimate. No, my point is that like if you are a like bachelor, or if you're like married but don't have kids, I guess it's like your prerogative, and you can try to live in like Project X and like indefinitely perpetuate your adolescence. But like when I see people that have to get fucked up on like Tito's vodka every day at the expense of their family, all of my empathy is going to be with their family, not them. It's like,
Yeah.
No,
you're
it should be
40
with
years
their.
old. Like grow the fuck up.
It
It's
should
like,
be with their. It should be with their family. But the way that you had stated this earlier was that like this was not something that.
I don't know. I just think I guess like you got me. Like I don't have a citation. I just think it's my gut reaction is that it's pathetic. It just
Your
strikes
gut
me as
reaction
pathetic.
is your
It
gut
is
reaction is
pathetic.
your gut reaction is not well thought out.
Yeah. Okay. You got me.
Like,
Well, like this is a comedy podcast, right?
I know
Yeah,
we're
like,
supposed to.
now
Come
who's hyper analyzing who now? Right? Like come on.
No, what you said was just so fucking stupid that. Like it was just reverse of what anybody would say, but it's fine.
No, yeah, no, I agree with
Doesn't sound
Tappy
fine.
in the sense that my sympathy is with the family,
It
of
should be.
course.
It should be.
Yeah,
I agree with that as well.
everyone's okay. But so he's trying, and then he's falling back off the wagon, blah, 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 goes on forever and ever. He went and bought alcohol when he wasn't supposed to, and she's taken away all of his cards, all of his money. He doesn't work, and he's only allowed to have the debit card back on the weekends.
No,
and then
just
he's
divorce him.
started to
Just
buy
divorce
alcohol
him.
on the weekends.
Just divorce him.
Yeah,
I mean, you
just
can't be around him.
Yeah. So yeah. But the thing that was interesting to me is also, in addition, is that she works from 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. So
Oh,
instead
she's
of just like
OnlyFans.
going to sleep, she's coming home to him wasted, which means that he didn't get drunk at 5 p.m. and pass out at midnight while the baby's sleeping. He's drinking until 6 a.m.
Yeah, who would ever
I mean,
do
like,
that?
Yeah. What do you want us to say? Yeah, this guy's a clown. Like okay.
It's just weird. Why wouldn't
Hey.
you just go to sleep?
'Cause
Hey.
he's addicted.
Yeah. What? He probably live streams too. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he probably does like amateur DJ sets. or something.
Yeah. What a
I just
fucking
feel
dick.
like I've never drank until 6 a.m. in my life. I get sleepy. It makes me sleepy.
Well, I don't know, dude. You don't know how to party, but yeah,
I don't know how to party.
dude. Just about like fucking. It's like 2 weeks ago at most. I stayed awake for 36 hours over the weekend, just fucking drinking and partying.
How do you not just pass out at some point?
Well,
Well,
you just mix uppers with downers. The Adderall keeps you awake.
Guess so. Yeah, see, I can't do uppers because I get like nosebleeds and go crazy. I drink too much caffeine and I get a nosebleed and clean my entire
You're
house.
a nice enough girl, but you get a little caffeine in you and you start to go cuckoo.
Cookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, no, seriously, I drank a Bang and literally had blood gushing out of my nose because my blood pressure was so high, and I started just throwing things in the trash. I was like, I don't want to clean this out,
That's
and just
weird.
throwing things outside. Like,
Bro,
yeah, 300
I think it might
milligrams
be
caffeine.
it might be compounding your existing psychological problems.
I think
That's
that's
possible.
it. Okay, listen, this has been a terrible episode. Let's hope the Patreon is better. We're an hour and 10 minutes. We got to do this. We could chat for a little bit, but this is all the freebies.
I have to go to the restroom.
This is all the freebies. The
Bye,
freebos.
everyone. Love you.
No, she's got to do her scripted outro.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
all the freebos get. Now, if you here, I'll do this part for you. If you would like to see another goddamn episode, guess what? They come out every goddamn Monday. They're usually a little bit better, a little racier, a little edgier than the main
Bryden's
episode.
wasted by then.
Oh, I'm so drunk. You think this is nuts? I whip out the white girl by then, dude. And you can have them on Mondays, and they can be yours for only $1 a month. Now, we encourage $5 and $25, but it's only $1 a month, and you get all of the back episodes, which means I think we have like 7 now, plus the unaired pilot. And you can have
The
all
unaired
of those.
pilot is up on the $5 tier, though.
Oh yeah, you have to do $5 for that. It's really bad, but we figured it out. So for $1, think of that. That's less than a Nigerian child a day.
That's half a Quest bar.
You can have that. So anyway, do that. And for those of you that are part of the Patreon, we salute you. Please try to get your stupid friends to also sign up for it, because we need the money. I need the money. She doesn't know. I've never cashed out yet. She doesn't know that I've been spending this money on cocaine.
I haven't had any of the money. I have not seen a cent of the money.
I haven't cashed it out yet.
It's just building up. It's fine.
But anyway, now she can do her thing.
All right, everyone. He did the first part of this, but you can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbby and at one and only Bryden. Tappy was punished tap. The U is a V and the A is a 4.
So
Have fun
cool.
with that.
So
He just
fucking cool.
intentionally, he's fighting me on purpose, knowing that he might come on my podcast, once every 6 months and make it hard for me to tell people to go follow him. I think that's why.
And what a mistake it was.
Get in touch with me to join our Discord server. Tappy, do you have anything to plug today?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is like, dear audience, this is probably our final correspondence. So I just want to say that I appreciate you. It's been an honor and a privilege.
All right, Bryden, do you have any plugs? You haven't really been streaming though.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm probably gonna stream this weekend because the Serato update is fucking incredible. So, I mean, I'm not gonna bore people with the details, but I can now stem mix, and that's something crazy. I tried it out and was just blown away. So yeah, shouts out to Serato. I think it's probably better than Rekordbox. I mean, I haven't used Rekordbox, but holy shit. So I don't know. Look for probably a pretty good fucking junky kind of mix on Saturday. Definitely over on Odyssey.
I've got one thing to plug. I forgot. So if you're inclined, https://www.instagram.com/JESSU _.
You're banned.
Okay, that's all I got. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you. We are the only ones you can trust are here to help, and we have helped other people. We got a testimonial on it. We've helped everyone. Everyone has been helped so much. It's great. Okay, good night.